Well, g'day guys. G'day from sunny Australia. I hope you are well. I know it's heading into Sunday evening. And it hasn't quite got to Sunday evening in other parts of America. And if you saw that video that I put up about the time clocks and you've got it up on your channel, in fact, I will show you what I'm talking about. I've got 4 viewers. Yay. Hello to you. Thank you for joining me. I was just doing a bit of a rave on about sharing my application window, talking about, what was I showing you? Anyway, I won't bother going there. I'll get my pop-up window back because I want to be able to talk to you guys and say g'day, see what's happening. Maybe I should put my glasses on so I can see you. Ah, that's better. There you are. God, you're looking good today. Hey, Scorpy. Wow, you caught me live. Good to see you, buddy. Free music. Yeah, welcome, buddy. Good to catch you. You got it set up on your laptop? Awesome. Hey, mate, I'm pleased. I'm pleased I could help you out. Yeah, as I see, it is 2:30 in San Fran, 4:30 in New Orleans, 5:30 in New York, and it's 10:30 at night over in the UK. Wow. Keith's watching. G'day, Keith. How you going? Glad you could join me just for a catch up on the weekend. Say g'day. Did get to fly on the weekend, guys. Very happy about that. The rain, we had this most beautiful rain that we haven't had for months and months and months. We had about 5 days of it, and now it's gone. Everything's turning green, and I got to fly. Yay. So, yeah, put the first of the videos up. It was just a little one about, what was it about? Oh, Rupert's Wood Horse Club. Yeah, I found this little horse club tucked in the middle of nowhere virtually. So, yeah, did myself a little fly there, used my drone on that handheld device that I showed you in one of my earlier videos, and you can tell that I'm walking, but it's much smoother than if I was just holding a camera in my hand. So go check that out if you haven't, and I'm sure you guys are all sub to each other anyway, so that goes without saying. I don't really need to say that. Darwin's back. G'day, Darwin. Nice to see you here, buddy. Hope everybody's had a good weekend so far, with more to come, I'm sure. Oh, Scorby hit a tree today. Ouch, that would have hurt. Nice green tinges. Maybe you better take those props off and dye them green altogether, Scorby. Then you can do it again and you won't get a stain on it. Richard's in the house. Hey, Richard, my friend from New Orleans. Lovely to see you here, mate. And Pixie's dropped by. Pixie from the UK, 10:30 at night over there, Pixie. I know you're probably not going to bed yet. You stay up for ages. Chris and Phil are there. And Keith, Pixie saying g'day to everybody. That's awesome. Glad you guys are here. I went out to the shops yesterday because I'm looking for or should I tell you? I'm looking for well, what I'm trying to do is build myself this contraption that I saw people are trying to make, or people are trying to sell on, what's that place where you, God, I've heard a mind blank now, where you where there's new inventions and you basically buy before you know, you can pay and get an early, buy early and save yourself some money, and they haven't made it yet. Oh God, mind blank. Anyway, I saw this invention where they basically hang this camera on a taut string, and you can get the most awesome shots. They want at least a couple $100 for it, and I'm going to make it way cheaper than that. So I'll make a video on it when I show you how I've done it. Kickstarter, Darwin says. Hello, thank you so much. Why I could think of that, I don't know. Yeah, Richard, thanks for asking. I am very well. It's Monday morning here, bright and early, 7:30 in the morning. Had my brekkie. I've got a full day of work ahead of me, but I don't start till 11 a.m., 11 till 7. So I thought I'd come on and have a chat with you guys. In the sky, Greg's here. G'day, Greg. Welcome aboard. Nice to see you. So anyway, yeah, back to my story. I was in the shops yesterday looking for some cheap equipment to build this project that I'm going to show you guys once it's up and running. Save myself a couple of $100 by not investing on Kickstarter. And anyway, I saw heaps of Halloween gear in the shops. It was everywhere. And yeah, it really shows me that Halloween has come of age in Australia. There was witches' hats and pumpkins and cats and black cats and every manner of thing that you could think of. Ghosts and ghost hands. I saw this kid playing with this skeleton hand, this giant skeleton hand on a stick, and in the middle of the skeleton hand was a hole with a big black bag hanging under it. So when you go trick-or-treating, you hold out the big skeleton hand and people can put the lollies into this hole in the middle of the hand. That was pretty cool. Free Music's here, saying g'day. Yeah, I saw you over there on Harry's stream. Glad to see you jumped aboard. Cargo, g'day, Cargo 619. So yeah, I was, as you can see, I got a couple of little silly things, Halloween stuff hanging on the wall behind me. So I'm actually going to see if I can hang them under my drone and see what they look like. And I'll use my spy glasses that you would have seen in one of my other videos to film it and see what it looks like from the ground and point the camera down so I can see what it looks like from above. So that'll be something a bit different. Give that a try. Keith's up to the sky, Greg. Good on you, Eagle VP. Thanks for doing that. I'm sure he appreciates it. Yeah, I'm not really big into Halloween. I was talking about that before. Yeah, I'm not a great Halloween person. Obviously, I mean, we don't have kids. So, yeah, it was none of that from our point of view. And I live in a unit. So that means that kids don't generally come trick-or-treating up in unit blocks unless there's other kids in the unit block. And there's no kids in my unit block. Now, I'll say this first. If you guys have kids, that's fantastic. But yeah, I'm so happy there are no kids in my unit block. Sorry, but I'm an ex-school teacher. I had my fill of kids, and we don't have kids. And kids are lovely, but geez, they make a lot of noise. So I'm definitely going to... I won't be getting any trick-or-treaters come knocking on my door when Halloween rolls around, so there's not much point me decorating my place. But yeah, no, it's good for all those people who actually get involved, especially in the States where I know it's such a huge, huge thing. Richard, what are you saying? If you get a chance, go check out my video on the ND32 filter video. Okay, I will, Richard. Thanks. Excellent. Yeah, I will. The videos that I shot yesterday, I didn't even take my filters with me. It still came out pretty nice, I thought. I'll upload another one probably this time tomorrow, see what it looks like. But yeah, they turned out pretty well. I'll definitely check out your video later, Richard. And Pixie likes the interview that you and I did, Richard. That was such a weird thing, the way we did it. For those of you who don't know, pardon me, Richard and I did this collab video together, and it was basically an interview, but rather than just doing it like through Google Hangout or Livestream or something, because of the time difference and what have you, yeah, we just basically answered each other's questions and asked questions, filmed ourselves, and then we swapped videos and mixed them together to make it look like we were talking to one another. So you probably realise that. But anyway, if you haven't seen that, go back and check out Richard's interview on my channel, and Richard interviewed me over on his channel. So there's 2 videos for you guys to watch if you haven't seen them already. What are you saying, Pixie? Good channel that was. Can't wait till I get that high. Pixie, you want to get high? No, stay off the drugs, mate. You know, drugs, say no to drugs. That's all I'm telling you. I know what you mean, just being a goose. Richard trying to catch up on some new subscribers. Thank you, Pixie. Well, we thought it was a bit of all right. You may also notice down that I've got one of my custom-made lower thirds on my video today. So I did a video about that as well, of course, if you haven't seen that one. Yeah, just making my own so that they don't look the same as everybody else's. I mean, you guys probably saw that I did some pretty crazy ones. In fact, let me show you, if you didn't see. This is a really weird one. I did this one here. I think I'll just open that. Where is it? I've got to turn that one off first and go and grab this one and turn it back on. See, that's a pretty weird one. I won't be using that one too often, but yeah, I was just mucking around, seeing what I could create. Obviously, you don't need to be quite that fancy. Oh, Fat Boy, yeah, I'm going to have to come over and check yours. I showed Fat Boy how to do this, and he's obviously made more than one. He made one while I was on live with him, and then obviously you've got another one, buddy. I'll be checking that out on one of your videos very, very soon. I've still got quite a few videos to catch up on today. As you can imagine, I subscribe to a lot of people, and so there's an awful lot of catch up that always has to be done. So anyway, that's too busy for me, that screen. So I'm going to turn that off and go back to the one I was on, or will I just grab a different one? I'll grab this one for a change. There you go. There's another one I made. What's who's saying you're not doing Hangouts? Right, guys, I'm off to bed. Oh, Pixie's off to bed. Okay. Pixie, thank you so much for dropping by, my friend. Yep, it's obviously time for sleep. Sweet dreams, brother. Scorby sub back to Keith and Pixie. You would do very well to subscribe to those 2 guys, especially because they do live streams, and you'll meet some new people and get some new subscribers to your channels, guys, if you haven't already done so. Yeah, in the sky, Greg's doing some good stuff, Darwin. I agree. So what else happens on the weekends to tell you about? Oh, I know, another thing happened to me. I couldn't believe it. I've only got 2 batteries for my Phantom 3 standard, and I went out and did 3 flights over the course of the 2 batteries. And then I got a message saying that my SD card was full. Didn't have a big enough SD card. So, yeah, gone and bought myself a bit of a better one. Well, it's still only 16 gig, but I only had 8 gig in there. So 16 gig is going to be more than enough to carry 2 batteries worth. And I always download them as soon as I get home. So 16 gigs plenty for me. I don't need to spend anything on a bigger one. So yeah, but anyway, that wasn't too bad. And then I found that using that handheld thing that I showed you guys in the other video was actually, I saved that for the end, because if you run out of battery, you know, get the battery warning, it's too low to fly, there's still plenty of battery left to just record on the ground. So you can either just carry your Phantom around, as some people do, or whack it on one of those cradles that I made out of PVC that you guys would have seen on my video, and yeah, do some ground shots, and then you can mix them in. That's what I did on that Rupert's Wood Horse Club video. So yeah, if you want to make some ground shots, fly as much, use up your battery in the air, and then you've still got plenty of battery to record on the ground when the props aren't spinning. Definitely a bit of advice that's worth using, guys. Scorby's trying to get to 100 subs. So if you haven't subscribed to Scorby, guys, please do so. I would love to see him get up to 100. In fact, Scorby, I'm going to go over and just check out, see what you're at, my friend. Going over here, and Scorby's at 53. So you got a ways to go, Scorby, but every single sub counts. Just make sure you respect and love those people who subscribe to your channel. That one, Treasure Island in Florida, I watched that one, Scorby. That was a good-looking video there, brother. Good footage. Liked it a lot. Let me just get my chat. Every time I go into a channel, I kind of lose the chat window, but easy enough to get back up. Awesome. So, yeah, I got myself, keep slipping back to my story. I got myself a disc there. I went looking for this equipment for my project. You guys are going to love this when I finally get it together. It's this way of getting footage through narrow cracks and gaps, and it makes it look like you're flying your drone through there, but without actually flying your drone through. And of course, and it also does side to side, like basically a panning shot with along a straight line, kind of like if you did a course lock on your Phantom. And but you can do it down low, following people, yeah, going through these narrow openings in places you wouldn't otherwise do. So I can't wait. I'm excited about that. I just have to get my shit together and show you, put all the components together so that I can show you how to make one for yourself. So yeah, that's going to be good. Richard, use a 32 gig, hey? Whoops, what's happened here? Just got to get rid of that. Yeah, 32 gig would obviously be advisable. I should have just gone and got a really big one, but no, because I only ever, yeah, I'm always such a fanatic to get my footage onto the computer and edited and up. I never have more on the card than 2 flights worth, basically, or 2 batteries worth, should I say. Sometimes that can be 3 or 4 flights, but yeah, 2 batteries is my max. Richard's up to Scorby. Excellent, excellent. I appreciate that, Richard. Thanks for doing that for Scorby. Everyone counts, as I said. Fat Boy sub from all his old channels. Man, that is a sweet idea, Fat Boy. If you got more than one channel, you can go sub from all the other ones. I even, you know, and Fat Boy, you would have done this exactly the same as me. I've got an old channel, 2 old channels. I think I don't use them anymore, but they're still active. So I just went and logged onto them and subbed to myself. So I've actually got 2 more subscribers from myself. It doesn't seems like a silly thing to do, but every subscriber counts, because we all know that YouTube loves people with lots of subscribers. So that was worth doing. Cargo 619 says, some of you guys are pros over just trying to figure out a good video to make a slideshow. I'm so not techie at all. Cargo 619, you don't have to be techie, brother. You just do the best you can, mate. I really, you know, I really support you, everybody just doing the best they can, because every video you'd make is going to be better than the one before. You learn a little bit with every flight, and whether you're doing videos or whether you're doing photography, you know, if you're doing photography, play with your manual settings, using your filters, doing some stitching of photos together. There's so much you can do in the photo realm. In fact, I know a couple of droners locally here in my town who never make videos. They only ever use their drones for photos. So, yeah, give it a crack. Richard just asked you a question, Cargo. Hope you saw that. So I'm planning, apart from that project, I'm also trying to think of what else that you guys might like me to make by way of tutorials. You may have noticed that I actually changed my YouTube channel name from just Aussie Mark to Aussie Mark's Tutorials and Drones and Tutorials, because I kind of seem to have drifted across from just droning. I was helping making tutorials to help droners, and it's kind of like led me to just doing tutorials for people making YouTube videos, things that I can help them with that I've learnt over the course of the years. If you guys are wondering, thinking, well, you'd like about subscribers and how many you've got, I hit the ton about a month ago, about a month ago, and it does seem to be incremental. As once you get, the more you get, if you know what I mean. People tend to subscribe more if they can see that you've got more subscribers, because they think you must be offering valuable content. So yeah, I'm now up at about, what is it, I think about 1,170 or something. So I've got another 170 in the last month. But yeah, it definitely does help to get more subscribers. So don't give up on, if you're slow to start. I've been on YouTube for 7 years. It's taken me that long. I mean, I've only taken it seriously probably in the last 6 to 8 months, and yeah, leapt up in leaps and bounds, but definitely everyone can get up to 1,000, and obviously some of you are going to go way beyond that. Richard's got more than 1,000, I know. So yeah, definitely pursue that. And these live streams don't hurt, because you guys, it's great to have you as part of my community on my YouTube channel, and I like to be part of your community on your YouTube. I'm sure there are people, some guys here, who haven't actually done live streaming before, and I do recommend it. Not that you get particularly a lot of subscribers when you do live streams. Keith will attest to that, and as will others. Oh, goodness me, got the burps after my muesli this morning. Yeah, you don't get a lot of subscribers when you actually do live streams, but it certainly, people get to know you. You guys got to know me, and maybe you regret that. It's sometimes getting to know people is not all it's cracked up to be. But anyway, no, it's all good. I hope that you guys do live streams at some point in the future. If you haven't, give it a crack, and don't you might beat yourself up. Some of you haven't done it, sort of worrying about your confidence level, talking to camera rather than talking directly to people. But I've got nobody here, obviously. No, I haven't invited anybody onto this particular live stream today. I'm just chatting with you guys via the chat. But it definitely is, you can get people on board. We've seen heaps of panel discussions in the last few weeks. Richard sub to Darwin. Good on you, Richard. Thanks for doing that. Yeah, oh, Tammy's in the room. Tammy, welcome aboard. Don't be scared off by all these fellas, Tammy. It's, it's lovely to have a lady here. Now, you fellas behave yourselves, all right? We've seen lots of live streams just lately from all sorts of people. Cab7, from Pixie, of course, Pixie's channel, from Bossman Productions, does live streams almost daily. Some of you other guys do them as well. I know Fat Boy does live streams on a regular basis, so make sure you subscribe to him and go and check out his live streams, meeting new people. Tammy says, I don't scare easily. Good on you, darling. Well done. Sorry, I shouldn't call you darling. That's disrespectful. Good on you, Tammy. My apologies. I generally am very PC when it comes to those sort of things. I won't call you that again. Cargo, the thought of anxiety, the thought of a live stream gives you anxiety right now, but I want to get over that. Yeah, you know a good way to start live streaming, Cargo, and that is you can live stream without your face being on the screen. I can't remember the name, but there's one person I subscribe to, and you don't actually get to see him. All you get to see is a video playing of I think it's bubbles, like soap bubbles. He plays. Obviously, you can hear his voice, and you can and he interacts with the people in the chat room, but he doesn't have his face on board. So that's something you could do. I mean, if I went to where are we? I'm going to go to my entire screen for a second and share that. Whoops. Then I'm going to go to, you could go to, whoops, let me look. I'm going to go over here. You just get a video, a long video, preferably, if you're going to have a chat and you don't want to be seen. You could go to something like, let me have a look through my subscribers here. I'm going to go down because I have an idea of one that might be good. Just going to go down to come on, Mark, find what you're looking for. There's got to be one here that I now can't find what I'm looking for. It's, yeah, anyway, like you're looking at my, you can hear my voice now, but you can't see my face. And obviously, that's a very good way to start. You still do your interactions. We could do something else. If I went to, I'm just going to bring up my videos. Whoops. Go to my videos. Find a, whoops. Would have been easier, Mark, if I'd actually here, free back. That's what I'm looking for. Backgrounds. Okay. So, you could just play a background over and over again. So, we could maximize this up. So, yeah. So you could simply have, a background playing like that and be talking to people and nobody would be any the wiser. You could still talk to them and not be seen. Anyway, that's just a little hint. I'll get back to you, want to come back to you guys. So I am going to stop sharing so that you can see me again. There you go. And I'm back. He's back. Who's back? I'm back. JP, good to see you, brother. I didn't realize you'd come into the room all the way from... where are you from again? From Spain, I believe is where you are. Fuerteventura. Is that Spain? Am I getting that right? You can correct me if I'm wrong. Eagle VP, can you have a spanner? Yes, you can have a spanner. Most definitely. You deserve one. There you go. You've got one. Should have one now, Keith, with a bit of luck. Eagle VP's interviews are legendary now. People want to be interviewed by Keith, and I'm sure Keith will interview you if you get in touch with him and schedule a time. Texas Life is in the room. Hey, Julie. Lovely to see you. How are things in Texas on a Sunday afternoon? I think it's Sunday afternoon still for you where you are. Yeah, there you go. JP's in the Canary Islands of Spain. Hey, I got it right. It's got to be a first. I'm going to have to tell the wife. She'll say, no, you're never right. No, sorry, darling, if you're watching this. you gotta hedge your bets, boys. Happy wife, happy life. Yes, in the sky, Greg said you can practice live streams with friends on Facebook. That way it's only them. True, true. And the other thing you can do is you can simply go on to create a live stream event, but just make sure that you set it to private so no one can see it. So basically you're just talking to the camera, and no one can see it. So just practice talking to the camera, and try and get a bit at ease with the camera. Just see if you can talk for 5 minutes about whatever it is you want to talk about without any interactions from people, and then save that, go and watch it back. No one's even going to see it except for you. But if you don't like what you see, try again, practice a second time. You can make live events private and talk to your heart's content, and no one's going to see that at all. Good to see a happy wife there. That's excellent. Yes, I try and keep a happy wife, but yeah, happy husband's good too. Wives and husbands, definitely look after each other. That's why Harry, those of you who were on Harry's live stream just before, his wife was nagging him, get off that damn computer and come cook the kids' feed. They're starving. They're fading away to nothing. And he wanted to stay on his live stream because he had so many people there. We've got 12 viewers at the moment. You guys really do appreciate it. I'm very honored that you guys want to stay and be part of my chat. Thank you very much for giving me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Texas Live, sub to Cargo. There you go. You got another one. Scorby, sub to In the Sky, Greg and JP. Thank you guys for supporting one another. It's always good to see people learning from each other, watching each other. So after all, YouTube's completely changed from what it was when I started 7 years ago. It used to be mainly entertainment and tutorials, mainly. So everything from funny cats to learning anything, and obviously it still is those two things. But when live stream wasn't around, YouTube was not a social network, and obviously now it is with you guys. So definitely those of you who aren't using it need to get on board, definitely. So what's going on in the chat? Hey, boss man. Boss man, it's Monday morning here. Yeah, I'm on Friday. Oh, you're saying I'm on Friday. Yes, I am. I know, I've got that booked in. Boss man's interviewing me on the 27th. So I'm looking forward to that, boss man. And I hope you haven't got too many difficult questions. Go and ask whatever you want. Like I said to you the other day, if I don't know the answer, I'll make it up. Or if I don't want to tell you, I'll just spin you a whole lot of bull. No, wouldn't do that. No, looking forward to it, mate. And I hope some of you will check out Boss Man's channel and interview when I'm on with him on the 27th. Lovely to see people still subbing to one another. If you've just jumped into the room in the last 5 minutes or so, I did ask before if anyone has any particular ideas or things they want to know about, read the tutorial side of things. I'm quite happy to make videos for people who don't know or don't feel confident, want to learn something and want it to be put in sort of layman's terms in the way that I present it. I've done that a few times. That video I just put up, the fundamentals of live streaming, was purely because of Ron Brown's request. Ron Brown's not in the room at the moment, but yeah, he said he wasn't sure about live streaming, so I made a video for him about it. So I've done that a few times for people, and yeah, it's definitely happy to do that for you guys as well. It's good for me because I love making tutorial videos, so happy to do that. So I've got to go to work, like I said, at 11 o'clock this morning. So if I open up my clock And as you would have seen on that video that I made, if I put in here at when it's 11 p.m., sorry, 11 a.m. here. So that's going to be 2 a.m. in London. So Pixie and Keith, when it's 2 a.m. and you're sound asleep, that's when I'm starting work today. And it'll be 9 p.m. on the east coast of the US and 6 p.m. on the west coast. That's when I start work. And then I finish at 7. Let's see, where is it? 7. I finish at 7 p.m. So that'll be 10 o'clock in the morning London time. You guys will have just started your day and I'll be finishing. And all of America will be sound asleep, hopefully. Not that I'm saying you guys need your beauty sleep, obviously. I wouldn't say that. That would be disrespectful. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Fat Boy says, Boss Man, you missed my live stream. Yes, Boss Man's a very busy fella. Lots of irons in the fire. Now, hey guys, I wanted to also tell you, that just reminded me, speaking about Boss Man and Keith, if you haven't seen that video where I was talking about those two and the projects they're doing, listen, I'd really like it if you guys would be part of their projects. Boss Man Productions wants to put together a video to help small YouTubers. So how he's doing that is he's asking for anybody who wants to get involved to just film themselves making just a 10 to 12 second, roundabout that sort of time length of video. And all he wants you to say is, you know, hi, I am Scorby's Drone Videos and I'm a small YouTuber. That's basically it. Make sure you've got your lighting right, your background right. You know, hi, I'm Texas Life with Julie Hughes and I'm a small YouTuber. Hi, I'm Darwin Droning and I'm a small YouTuber. That's all you need to say. The reason why he's asked you to do that is because if you then upload your video as unlisted, send Bossman Productions the link, he will then grab all of those little snippets so that he's got dozens and dozens and dozens of small YouTubers together and put them all together into one video. And so that basically with all of our links down in the description on his video, and what he will then ask is that each person who is in that video download the video themselves, make a copy of it, in other words, download it onto your computer and upload it to your channel. So there will be dozens and dozens and dozens of copies all over the internet, and your name and your channel will be there. So it's up to you to make your personality shine and see if you can get some more subscribers that way. So I hope you guys will get involved with that. That's Bossman Productions. If you haven't subbed to him, make sure you do, and get involved with that project. It's really just a 10-second video, guys. You guys can be doing that as soon as you get off here and be part of it. And I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. So 10-second video saying who you are and that you're a small YouTuber. And spit it out, Mark. Upload it as unlisted. Grab the link and send the link to Bossman. And Richard's joined us back again. Sorry, Richard, I didn't even notice you ducked off, brother, but I'm glad to see that you're back here. So the other project to get involved with, and this is a slightly bigger one, is the one that Eagle VP is doing. And it's basically where he's going to ask for people who want to get involved to notify him of a project where he's basically going to be doing a day in the life of, and it's to do with drones, this one. So for all you non-droners on my channel, apologies, but this one is basically where, in fact, Keith, you can tell me, is it just droners or is it just anybody? If Keith's still in the room? Not sure. Yeah, so basically what he's doing is he's going to actually nominate a particular day, and on that day, I think it might just be a day in the life of a small YouTuber. So it won't be drones. I'm sure it'll be for any small YouTubers. And when I say small YouTubers, he's referring to anybody with less than 5,000 subs. And on that particular day, he's asking for you to make a video, kind of like a vlog video of what you've done on that day. And then upload it again, unlisted, send him the link, and he will grab bits and pieces of everybody's video to make this video all about basically small YouTubers around the world on that particular day, from morning to lunch to dinner to evening, what people did on that particular day. So get in touch with droners only. There you go, droners only. Sorry, all of you non-droners. Eagle VP's just answered. Then a day in small YouTubers is another project. So there you go. He's got 2 on the go. So basically, yeah, get in touch with Eagle VP if you want to be part of that one. Tell him you're interested, and when he's finally got the date there, he will actually provide that for that day, as long as you're willing to make a film or make a video on that day. And obviously, even if you're at work, you can film before you go to work. You could film at lunchtime. You could film in the evening, letting people know what you're doing. Do a flight before you go to work if you're a drone, doing the drone one. But be involved. That would be great. Coast to Coast Drones is in the room. G'day to you, buddy. Hey, mate, how you going? Good to see you here, and lovely that we've still got 9 people in the room watching. I'm not going to stay on here for hours today, folks, but I definitely wanted to say good day to everybody. I haven't done a live stream in over a week. I tend to make my live streams a little bit random at this stage rather than scheduling them in. And the reason why I do that is usually if I schedule one in, I've kind of got to make sure that I don't clash with, because I know a lot of you guys are on other people's live streams and do your own, some of you. So if you're on Cab 7s, or if you're on Pixies or Bossman's or Keith's, then yeah, you need to, if they've got regular time slots, I don't want to clash with any of theirs. So generally, if I'm on the computer, I'll see if anyone's got live streams going that I know, and if I'm not clashing with anyone, then I might just jump on board and do one for myself like I've done this morning. So you can see in the chat there, guys, Eagle VP saying drones around the world is anytime this week, weather permitting. Okay, this week. There you go. You guys came in at a good time. So make videos this week. Make a video this week, and tell Keith about it. That's good. I didn't realise it was coming up so soon, Keith. Excellent weather permitting. Yeah. That's definitely true, Darwin. So I'm very, very blessed at the moment. I've got, it's absolutely gorgeous outside. In fact, I'm going to show you guys. Even though I'm sitting in my room here, I'm going to open the window. Hang on. And, oh, the lights changed. There you go. Have a look outside. There, can you see? I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's a bit glary, isn't it? No, it's too glary for you guys to see. What a shame. No, way too glary. Never mind. Yeah, it definitely is a beautiful day out there. In fact, I'll tell you what I can do. I'll show you a photo that I took this morning, just because I just really appreciate the beautiful weather after the week of rain. Let me show you. Let me just go over to here and go to my Facebook. If this is just my personal Facebook, and if I go here and here. So that was the view this morning when I was having breakfast. That's the view from my veranda. Part of the view. Those of you who've seen other photos of mine will know that that view swings right around 180 degrees. You can see the Townsville Port there, and that's the Townsville Port in the background there. Obviously the roof of the neighbour. And what looks like it could be an island there in the background is not actually an island at all. It's actually connected to the mainland via a strip here on the right of the photo. It goes behind that house. So that's a big bay, that water you can see there between the houses and the that land. It's a huge bay, and that's Cape Cleveland over there in the background. You can drive out there. There is the Australian Institute of Marine Science is based out there on the headland. Beautiful location out there. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to fly out there, much as I would love to do so. Anyway, there you go. That was the view this morning after the rain. Now I've got to go get my hangout and my chats back up so I can see. Okay, Keith's going. Thanks, Keith, for stopping by. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for dropping in, and don't forget to get involved with Keith's project if you're interested. Eagle VP and Richard have kind of got this joke going where Richard's reckons he's Keith's grandson, and Keith says he's his granddad to Richard, even though they're no relation, and Richard lives in New Orleans and Keith lives in the UK. So, night, Granddad. Sounds like the Waltons. You guys remember the Waltons? Night, John Boy. Night, Mary Ellen. Maybe I'm too old. You guys don't remember the Waltons, do you? JP's off, letting the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? The dogs out for their last wee. Yeah, I already took my dog out for a walk this morning. Usually do that as soon as pretty much after I've gotten up and scoffed down some muesli. Good night to you, my friend. Yeah, I think I might call it a day, guys. I'm very happy that you all dropped in for my unscheduled live stream. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm going to toddle off and do what I have to do. Just before I go, I'll tell you a bit of good news I just got, because I went to. I'm doing some online study, basically, just doing a certificate in administration to help my CV, because my job situation is always a little bit tenuous, and anyway, I just got my last assignment back, which was a 2-part assignment, and I got a distinction for both parts. So, yay me. Now I just got to pull my finger out and do some more. I have been procrastinating about doing my study. It's very hard when you're focused on YouTube and to find time, put the YouTube aside and do the study. But I've only got about 5 months left to finish it, and I'm only halfway through. So, yeah. Check back with me next time and give me a hard time if I haven't done any study. I'm hopefully going to do some this morning. We'll see how I go. Thanks, Richard, my brother. All the best to you, mate. And okay, I'm going to take it easy, guys. I'm going to go now. You have a fantastic evening and enjoy the start to your week. And if you're in Australia, your week's already started, so get to work. Bye for now, guys. See ya.